Hello everyone. Hope all are doing well. In today's session, we are going to discuss about Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, whose life story has been always an inspiration to me and many. If you try to sketch the personality of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, it could be a rare blend of humanity, inspiration, and the courage which he keeps while decision making, which makes him the people's president. He was a visionary leader with a deep sense of responsibility. In today's session, we are going to highlight the life journey of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam from his birthplace Rameswaram to Rashtrapati Bhavan. So, without wasting our time, let's start with today's session. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam's life was a testament to perseverance. Beginning in a humble town of Rameswaram and soaring it high to the presidency of India. His journey, marked by scientific breakthroughs and an unwavering vision for the nation, earned him the valuable titles like Missile Man of India and the most beloved one, that is, People's President, which is a rare compliment in the field of politics. Now, let's try to know about his early years and education. That's his journey in between the year 1931 to 1960. Awul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam was born on October 15 in the year 1931 in Rameswaram, a village in Tamil Nadu, to a modest Tamil Muslim family. His father was a boat owner and an imam at a local mosque, and young Kalam often had to sell newspapers to help his family financially. Despite these constraints, he was a diligent student with a keen interest in learning, especially his great interest was in mathematics. He persevered through his education, graduating with a degree in physics from St. Joseph's College in Tiruchirappalli in the year 1954. After graduating, he was driven by his passion for flight. He then moved to Madras to study aeronautical engineering at the most prestigious Madras Institute of Technology, well known as MIT, graduating in the year 1960. After knowing his early life and education, let's try to focus on his being scientific and space pioneer. This journey was in between the year 1960 to 92. Kalam began his illustrious career at the Defense Research and Development Organization, abbreviated as DRDO, in the year 1960, working on a hovercraft design. However, his career took a definitive turn in the year 1969 when he was transferred to the Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO. This is where he became the project director of India's first indigenous satellite launch vehicle, that is SLV-3, the successful launch of Rohini satellite into orbit in July 1980 was a momentous achievement, making India an exclusive member of the Space Club and thus establishing Kalam as a national hero. Following this success, Kalam returned to the DRDO to spearhead the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, that is IGMDP. Under his leadership, India successfully developed strategic indigenous missile systems like Prithvi and Agni, which cemented its status as the Missile Man of India. Now, let's see his journey of being Chief Coordinator and President in between the year 1992 to 2007. From the year 1992 to 1999, Kalam served as the Chief Scientific Advisor to the Prime Minister and the Secretary of the DRDO. During this critical period, he played a crucial role as the Chief Coordinator of Pokhran second nuclear test, in the year 1998, which was a major milestone that gave India significant strategic capabilities. His popularity, integrity, and vision for the nation led to him being elected as the 11th President of India in the year 2002. As President, he focused heavily on youth empowerment and education, thus earning the enduring title of being People's President. Now, let's try to see a memorable event from his life, which was an unforgettable lesson of flight. One of the most defining moments that shaped Kalam's life occurred during his primary school days with his teacher, Sri Siva Subramanya Iyer. Kalam and his classmates were struggling to understand the principles of aerodynamics. Instead of just delivering a lecture, the teacher took the young students to Rameswaram seashore. There, he asked them to observe the seabirds in flight, explaining how their wings created lift and how they maneuvered in the air. This real world dynamic lesson was profound and left a great impact on Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam's mind. For him, watching the birds soar in the sky was a epiphany. He later recalled that at that very moment the concept of flight was so clearly etched in his mind that he instantly resolved to dedicate his life to the study of flight and thus aerospace systems. This single inspired lesson planted the seed of a dream that would ultimately lead him to become the driving force behind India's space and various missile programs. Now, let's talk about his legacy and inspiration. In between the years 2007 to 2015, after completing his term as president in the year 2007, Dr. Kalam returned to his true calling, which was teaching and writing. He took up professorships and dedicated his life to interacting with and inspiring young minds across the country, thus urging them to dream, dream, and dream. He authored several inspirational books, including his autobiography, which is named as Wings of Fire and has been read by millions of people. He passed away on July 27 in the year 2015 while delivering a lecture at IIM Shillong, leaving behind a legacy as a visionary, a scientist, and a true servant of the people. One of his most beautiful and profoundly moving quotes, which encapsulates his entire philosophy of ambition and action, is: Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. It eats something that does not let you sleep. Now, why exactly this quote is beautiful? Because, firstly, it elevates the power of dreaming. It transforms the word dream from a passive, fleeting fantasy into a powerful, living purpose. The quote profoundly emphasizes passion. It speaks to the intense, restless passion and single minded devotion required for true achievement. The idea of a dream being so important that it consumes your mind and drives your effort is truly, truly inspiring. This quote is definitely a call to action. It is a gentle yet more powerful call for purposeful action. A true dream is a lifelong mission that demands commitment and sacrifice, thus, perfectly reflecting his own life journey from his hometown Rameswaram to Rashtrapati Bhavan. This quote shared is my personal favorite, but there are yet many more quotes by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam which have inspired several young minds. I hope you might have found this session very useful and thank you for being connected.